Hello, my name is Brody Craney. I've been a wellness consultant with Nikken now going on 20 years. And you and I guess, are talking right now because of mutual acquaintances. Well, you know Ryand and or Kaleigh, aka Brooke. And they've told you about an amazing concept called Nikken, which literally transformed my life, my family's life. And this year, maybe share some of those experiences with you, introduce you to the concept of what we call the 5 pillars of health and self-care. The idea that maybe there are choices we can make that really can make a difference for our future and our well-being. Our philosophy in the company is one that was deeply impacted me. It's one that caused me to take a major look and partnering with the company. Doing this as a career. A philosophy of what they call the 5 pillars of health. The idea that good health isn't just about taking a vitamin or running a mile, but about obtaining balance. The idea of having balance in the area of healthy mind, healthy body, healthy family, healthy society, and healthy finances. And that if any one of those things is out of whack, it literally can and will play major effect on the rest of our well-being. So if you ever know someone that was physically ill, it can play a role in how they feel upstairs, you know, or they're depressed or they feel they're able to accomplish much. Or if you ever know someone that had financial problems, that plays a role in the family. It plays a role in our stress levels of everything. So with that in mind, let me shut this door so I can be quiet here for a minute. But what happened in our family, my brother-in-law had 11 years worth of major back problems. And he'd tried lots of stuff. He'd been to doctors, chiropractors, massage therapists, the whole gamut. And nothing worked. He'd get temporary relief, but he'd still wake up and sometimes literally be unable to move for up to 3 days at a time. So they felt like someone was taking a knife and twisting in his back. Had nerve problems, disc problems, bulging, all that type of stuff. And anyway, he was introduced to a device like this. Our current version of it is same size, but newer technology, more durable, all that type of stuff. But he put it on his lower back, left it there. You can't just put it on for 5 minutes and expect something to transform. But for him, in a week's period of time, a huge transformation for his back. And my sister was dubious, thinking it was psychological. She pulled it off his back and, well, in an argument, said that worked on your back about as well as it's going to work on my stomach. And she placed it over her stomach as she said that. And literally felt something, a tingling sensation. Some people can kind of sense the energy. I never have, but she did. And she was able to get off of 7 years worth of medications for stomach problems, irritable bowel type things that doctors said she'd have to be on that for the rest of her life. And it had significantly impacted the things that she was and was not able to do. And this transformed it. And so they became curious. So what is this concept? How do energies affect our body? And maybe another quick story here. My mother had fallen off a haystack, landed on one foot, and shattered it. 2 major reconstructive surgeries, swelling never went away for a decade. Dad had to rub her foot 20 to 30 minutes every morning just so she could take her first step. And, you know, farmers, and you need your feet. If Dad wasn't there to rub her feet, she literally would end up crawling to the bathroom. And so she got magnetic insoles, of all things, from this company called Nikken. And by the way, this is the first product the company had. They did over $1 billion in sales with just this. And I mean, now that there are double-blind, placebo-controlled studies talking about this with diabetic neuropathy. There's studies with magnets for types of a lot of people who are hurt, people that are arthritic, people that have fibromyalgia, people that have sleep problems, even heart issues. Magnets have come a long way in the scientific world as far as validation. And they've got a long ways to go because there's a lot of stuff this can do. But anyway, Mom got these in her shoes. It didn't happen immediately, but 10 years with the swelling went away. She could see her ankle bones again, and she could walk without hurting. And she got real curious. You know, when you've hurt for a long time and you no longer hurt, you're like, wow, what else can this do? And the cool thing about the company is they didn't stop with right here. They researched and researched and researched. I mean, she got these little round magnets and taped them all over the places that hurt. And they've got magnets for your shoulders and your hips and your knees and all that stuff. But the company realized magnets don't fix everything. They do some really cool stuff. No one thing fixes everything. But they began to research all the things that the body needs to be well. The body needs clean air. We need to be hydrated. And that doesn't, not all water hydrates. You'll find as you learn that some things actually dehydrate us. But the company researched and a lot of time in what's called mag water. I've even got people off of end-stage renal disease with that. People with huge digestive issues, people with skin problems, people with immune system problems, joint problems. Water is huge for your health. They researched air and how to give clean, non-ozonated air with negative ions. It's literally more effective filtration than hospital HEPA filtration. And the whole concept together, good nutrition, good air, good water, all this stuff, we call it self-care. The doctor is not going to take care of those things, but it's like making a greenhouse for people. And it works. My parents had results and they were worried about me. I had been in the West Indies. I was bit by a mosquito there. Got what they call dengue fever of 105 for a week. Couldn't walk for 3 weeks. And thereafter, my body just didn't work right. I lived with daily headaches. I lived with some pretty big challenges respiratory. I had chronic strep throat and bronchitis, 8 to 13 rounds of antibiotics per year, 5 years in a row. I started having tremendous fatigue. No matter how much I slept, I really wasn't sleeping. I mean, I was sleeping, but I was unconscious and not resting, rejuvenating, repairing. I'd wake up feeling worse than I went to bed and started falling asleep at all the wrong times, including while I drove. And I got on a Nikken sleep system, and it was really amazing. And in fact, I'll tell you, 90% of the body's repair and maintenance takes place when you sleep, and my life was transformed. Headaches went down to next to never. No more strep throat and bronchitis. Tons more energy. No longer rolling my car and waking upside down in a ditch. And I started thinking of all the people that hurt and that don't have answers and who are frustrated with drugs and surgery and side effects. And so I started sharing this with a few people, and it was amazing. I've been able to transform countless people's lives. We love this stuff. I've got it on all my kids. We've used it since conception. All of our kids are on sleep systems. They've got the air units in their room. And in fact, my kids don't even know who our doctor is, except for now they're getting to the age where they have to have physicals to do scouting or play in some of their events. But I want to share a couple of things before we wrap up. First, make sure you get all your questions answered. They say the mind's like a parachute. It only works if it's open. And just my problem was I thought this stuff was pretty crazy. But now I kind of consider myself like Columbus once in a while, going to the Queen of Spain, trying to say, hey, the world's really not flat, it's round. You should take a look at what's out there. And perhaps people aren't getting headaches from a Tylenol deficiency. Perhaps there's other reasons. And Nikken has this amazing self-care concept where literally you could take care of a boatload of health challenges without causing more problems. You can even radically transform people's lives with this in ways you've never dreamed of and that they've never dreamed of. So before I wrap up, just real quick, one of our flagship nutritional technologies that I literally traveled across the globe teaching about is our bone health pack. A third of our population has either major bone or joint problem, cartilage issues, arthritis, or osteoporosis, osteopenia. The drugs are horrendous for those situations, and we're getting as much as double-digit bone density increases as little as 6 months. In fact, I got a gal, she's 86 years old. She had a 28% increase in bone density in just 6 months with this. And she tried all the drugs and tried all the traditional vitamin stuff. People that are worried about heart issues, the #1 killer, this major inroads in cholesterol. Literally in under 6 months, you'll see some wonderful changes. We can teach you how to use it, all that type of stuff, but also changes with blood pressure. It's great for fatty liver. Even people looking to make changes with blood sugar issues. This right here, I had a gal, she's lost some 90 pounds this year. A lot of people using it if they want to gain muscle mass or just have a really healthy way, inexpensive, to get a really good meal on the go. No chemicals, no herbicides, no pesticides, all organic, no whey, no gluten, none of the bad stuff, all the good. This, everybody and their dog should be on this. It's called Jade Greenzyme. It's a young barley grass. It's the most alkaline food substance on the planet, which is really important for long-term health. Has all of your amino acids. It's nutrient dense. It's loaded with phytonutrients. It's packed with superoxide dismutase, which is one of the most amazing things for helping the body to regenerate, rebuild. We see people having changes with inflammation, digestive disorders, focusing. This will make your body wag its tail. I love it. Take it like 5-6 times a day, and you can't take too much, and just try it. You'll be amazed. So that having been said, I just encourage you, get your questions answered. Ryand and Kaleigh are just amazing people. If you like helping people, you might consider joining us on a crusade to let people know that we don't have to be sick and tired. A lot of people are sick and tired of being sick and tired. In fact, with these technologies, we can really transform a boatload of people's lives. So thanks for listening. I look forward to meeting you. And I'm happy to answer any questions if you have them. And make sure you get a demo. Listen to the CD that Ryand and Kaleigh have given you. They may even give you a book that talks about a career in self-care if you're interested in that. But learn about the technologies. Come to an event. See them all. Experience them. At a minimum, get some things. You'll be blown away. I've never had anybody get a complete wellness home, set it up, and use it and regret it. One of the most powerful decisions you could make. Anyway, thanks. Have a great day, and we'll catch you later. Bye-bye.